Hi, this is Conrad Zimmerman of FistShark Marketing. If you enjoy the show, we hope that you'll support it with a small monthly contribution through Patreon. For less than the price of a used pair of panties from a vending machine, you can help us to keep making jokes that really stink. Just visit patreon.com/fistshark or click the big Patreon button at fistshark.com for more details. And thanks for listening.
Right, let me run this up the flagpole, see if the cat wants to fuck it. I got this idea for a TV show for you. Part reality TV, part competition. 100% grade A family entertainment, I think. I'm hoping to get your thoughts on it.
Well, hit me with it, because we could really use some new TV show ideas.
Gordon Ramsay's kitchen fuck-offs.
Well, already, bankable property. Gordon Ramsay we know and love for his kitchen competition programming, so that's fantastic. I didn't realize that we were on speaking terms
with Gordon. We're kind of not, but I think we found a way through the very nature of the show, in fact, to get around the fact that Gordon is still upset with us about that time we left him abandoned on an island full of dogs, and he had a bit of a breakdown. And is only now kind of piecing his life back together, which is in part why this show is so compelling.
So this is him rebuilding his life and getting things organized and his career back on track.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. It's kind of
the comeback tour.
Yeah. We've taken point on the rebuilding. He's been building something different, but we had a better idea, and even though he's technically not on contract with us anymore, I have a feeling that he's going to be very pleased with what we've been working on, and he'll come rushing into the fold for this one. Gordon Ramsay's Kitchen Fuck-Offs. Very much like the show Hell's Kitchen. It is a contest-driven show in which hopeful young cooks cobble together award-winning recipes with an eye towards being the best chef they can be and winning the series. And as usual, you've got Gordon Ramsay at the centre of it as this kind of antagonistic, kind of encouraging character who's there to really make sure that things go a certain way. And in this case, he's a bit more antagonistic than usual because he's going to want to keep people from cooking the food.
Oh, that's an interesting twist.
Exactly. It's difficult to whip you up a nice, tasty, hearty bouillabaisse, for instance, when there's someone in the kitchen actively jostling the spoon, trying to get you to leave his house.
His house?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so this isn't in, like, an industrial kitchen or in a restaurant kitchen brigade style thing. This is inside Gordon Ramsay's home.
Yes. We've got cameras set up in his house, and we film 24/7 as people try and cook in the kitchen without getting spotted by him or simply overpowering him or just finding some way, any way, ruthlessly, to get themselves a tasty omelette in Gordon Ramsay's kitchen. While Gordon Ramsay, hence the name of the title, is yelling at them to fuck off. Get out of my house. I don't want you here. Stop breaking in.
It's a really interesting direction. I can't deny it. And so have you've tried to talk to him about this then and sort of sort out permission to do all of this in his home, open it up to the show and get all of that going? Right. Okay, I love it. I love the idea.
Yeah?
It sounds very entertaining.
Yes, my deflecting wine work for you there?
Well, it worked for me.
Yeah, it didn't work for Gordon.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
Yeah, it didn't work for Gordon, but we've got the footage now, so I don't think it matters.
Well, I mean, it'll matter if he, maybe takes us to court to keep us from airing the show.
Right, yeah.
With his name on it. I mean...
Because we did film the show already. That's the other thing I didn't...
right.
Maybe
yeah, you did fail to... Yeah,
I kind of pitched it as a show in progress, as in pre-production.
As opposed to something you'd already done.
Yeah. I may have actually broken into Gordon Ramsay's house and set up cameras without his knowledge, and then encouraged just some people I found to break in and cook an omelette. It's very funny though. He's in there saying, he's in his pajamas, just like, get the fuck out, fuck off out of my kitchen, get out of my house. I'm calling the police. The finale was grim.
Finale? Well, okay, so then you got a season's worth of this shot. Are we talking like 8 60-minute episodes or, 10?
Maybe 8 1-minute long episodes.
Oh, so it was over that fast. Yeah.
I mean, we could maybe stretch it to 2 minutes if we include, we'd need, half of the episodes would be a lot of people screaming, what have I done, what have I done? Which could still be entertaining.
Well, no, but we could work with that.
Yeah. There's this element of drama, like the bit where Tucci is like, I can't go back, tell no one about this. That was compelling. It was heartrending stuff. Then the girl cried and Tucci got very, very angry, and they decided to bury him outside.
So what we'll do is we'll just make it a 1 hour special, right?
Yeah.
We'll start out with just a couple of very, very short pieces of the footage of the crying and the horror.
That's a night that gets you. It whets your whistle.
Right.
Appetizes you, for the drama.
Commercial break.
I love it.
All right. Come back in. We show a little bit about Gordon Ramsay, some biopic stuff. We'll get it all from stock footage and whatnot. People in kitchens and tape his face over it if he doesn't agree to do it. I think once he sees this classy package we're going to lay out for it, he's gonna come around. I really do. I think you're right, because there's a lot of opportunity here. But, we go into Gordon's career and talk about, world-renowned status, and then we'll talk about all of the people who participated in the show. We'll give each of them, 2-3 minutes to talk about their lives. And we're going to have to put in commercial breaks, in between every other one of those. And you got 8 people in.
So many commercial breaks.
Yeah, we could stretch out your 8 minutes of actual footage into an hour, no problem. Very minimal effort required.
Gordon Ramsay's dead.
Okay, that's a wrinkle.
Yeah, he died in the incident. I feel like maybe I should have led this entire conversation with that now that I'm looking back, but hindsight is 20/20.
I really feel like we need to talk to... Does he prefer to be called by his stage name or by his real name? I've never been clear on that. Do I call him Dr. Weissman or the stupendous Strepthroatio? I don't know.
Well, I mean, it depends what your level of familiarity is with him. Like, I've known him for a good few years now, so I always call him Strepthroatio.
Sure.
But if you've got more of a business relationship, then the stage name...
He prefers the stage name of Dr. Weissman for business transactions. I get it.
Yeah. I mean, that's the brand he operates under, is Dr. Weissman.
It's a pretty incredible act.
Yeah, well, I've always said that about the Great. Like, he does such good work as Dr. Weissman on stage that... I mean, I don't think I've seen a better magic act this side of the Mississippi.
A lot of the tricks are... Yeah, they feel pretty standard.
Oh, yeah. It's all workaday stuff.
Mm-hmm. The rings and the ribbons and all that. And it's fine. I mean, it's not... I'm not overwhelmed. But then when he moves into that last bit...
That's the beauty.
Yeah,
right?
There's something magical about that trick. It's so fluid and exciting, and at the end of it, you're just like blown away. How did he do that there on the stage? It's amazing.
Within 20 minutes, barring complications, to close a magic act with a full-on 100% working vasectomy with a member of the audience it's a masterclass.
It's breathtaking. I've never seen anything like it.
The masked magician wouldn't be able to show you how to do that one at home.
Absolutely not.
Is it? But it's not. It seems less like a trick and more just like a live surgical procedure. It's not the longest surgical procedure I've seen, but it's not a 5 to 10 second
how
trick
many
either.
surgical procedures have you seen that have glitter bombs?
This is the only one I'm aware of. That's all we're saying. Yeah.
The audience oohing and eyeing as he snips and pulls.
You could add glitter bombs to your average surgical procedure if you wanted.
Oh, sure, if you want glitter in a wound. No, this man is a magician.
It's all about the magic. The magic of hats containing rabbits. The magic of doves appearing from nowhere and flying from your hands so majestic. And the magic of a vasectomy.
Permanent or...
Oh, no. He's old school all the way. He only believes in that there's only one...
Oh, yeah.
He's a traditionalist, you know.
He wants them tubes, like, scarred shut.
Yeah.
Ain't no more of that mucky business happening.
He's so deft. He's so quick.
Mm-hmm.
And, I mean, the number of vasectomies he can perform in a night, it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
Well, I had a question about that. Do the people who go up on stage, do they know what they're in for? Do they know this means no more babies?
The one in the finale does. The other ones, I don't think they do. And actually, I'm now seeing that as a potential problem.
Yeah.
Now that you've brought that up.
I mean, well, we knew he was doing.
Well, yeah. I mean, you can see the signs.
Right, yeah.
If you know what you're looking for. I mean, I'm only a journeyman when it comes to the art of sleight of hand, but I can see a few of the old moves. And I can tell that when he's got another member of the audience up for, just to hand him swords for him to swallow, that he's performing a little sly vasectomy.
Right, yeah. I thought it was obvious the way he was only bringing men up onto the stage. And he would do some very effective misdirection. The thing that he does with the dove coming out of his sleeve. You're looking at that dove, but you're totally not seeing him closing a suture. And it's amazing. But if you know what to look for, you can see signs. There are hints of it. He's fantastic at sort of covering his emotions, but it's there.
It was, not to again, I feel like I'm being very negative. I really appreciate what he does. It's very technical and very well crafted, but when he just shoved his teeth in between a man's legs and started chewing away while, waving his hands around and having rabbits and birds fly out, it was a little telltale. I mean, you could guess that there was something going on besides magic, maybe.
No, that was subtle. I didn't see anyone else in the audience spot it.
No, not at all. But maybe we are missing an opportunity in all of this. Maybe that is a problem, because I feel like performing a whole bunch of vasectomies on men without their knowledge or ever being made aware of it is something like a missed opportunity, really. Like, that should be the grand finale, shouldn't it? That should be the big finish. After he does the on-stage vasectomy, he has all of the audience members he's participated with and performed vasectomies on stand up in the crowd and drop their pants, and voila, stitches.
Whoa, like fireworks on 4th of July.
Just red rockets glare everywhere, yeah.
I mean, what's our target audience with this? There's folks who'd absolutely love this.
Now that I've really thought long and hard about it, the target audience should be men who want vasectomies on the cheap. Because I'm starting to think, like, maybe that guy who was picking a card, any card, wanted to have kids after that show, because he didn't sign up for the grand finale vasectomy at the end. If he later finds out he had a vasectomy done on him and ties it back to the magic show and thinks, oh shit, I was just picking the Jack of Clubs, but then, now that I think back on it, I do remember him noshing down on my groinal region, yanking tubes out.
He's really walking a line? He's really asking for trouble if he continues down this road, I think?
I mean, I don't know if he can even stop himself at this point, to be perfectly honest. I've had 4 vasectomies just in my time working with him.
Did you ask for any of those?
Not one, not a single one. You know, it's compulsive. It's like those guys who steal watches. You know, they can't help it. They have to take your watch. He had to disconnect my vas deferens.
Like Winona Ryder when she was stealing those dresses.
Which brings us to the real problem behind this whole Dr. Wiseman situation. He's got to stop stealing watches when he's on stage.
Yeah. There have been a lot of complaints about stolen Rolexes.
Yeah, we can gloss over the vasectomies, but he's got to give them watches back. He ain't even selling them on, he's just hoarding them. Huh?
Is that the new research? From FistShark Medical.
Oh, is this about the back pain stuff?
Yeah, I think so. I think it is. Let's see
right.
Here.
Because I've been looking for a holistic, natural alternative to electric stimulants or pills or salves. You know, I'm sick of that whole thing. And really, natural medicine is where it's at. Because you can't prove
agree.
that it works or doesn't.
That's true. Though, you know, it does miss some of the cachet that you get from having actual doctors support it in wide volume. Because, you know, if it can make it through the FDA process, that'll legitimize it to a degree that people will just eat it without thinking, which is nice, you know. But homeopathic's great. And if you could find a solution to back pain that's all natural, I think people would be all over it.
Yeah. Plus you can get Jenny McCarthy to flog anything. So
True that.
We've always got her in our back pocket.
So what did Night Scream find?
According to Night Scream's research, fire ant treatment for back pain, thumbs up. And that's
really?
That's his medical opinion. It gets a thumbs up out of 10.
For back pain. So we just apply fire ants.
Yeah. A generous application of fire ants to the surrounding area of the actual afflicted region. You dot the fire ants around where the pain is, not centered on the pain, but pretty much. I mean, if you really want to get in there and really manage your pain, what you want to do is cover the back, except for the affected area, completely in fire ants, pissed off fire ants.
I guess, so is the principle then that the rest of the body is in a state of pain, thus making the other section that had been in pain feel good in comparison?
Yeah! Pretty much. That's pretty much on the money right there. According to ancient Shaolin wisdom, that's just what it says here. I don't think we spoke to any Shaolin people at all. But according to ancient Shaolin wisdom, life and the human body are about balance. You've got to bring your chakras into alignment. Yin and yang, etc., etc., etc. I'm supposed to fill that in later. Okay, no problem. But it's all about balance. We feel pain as intensely as we do because it's out of sync with the rest of your body. So how do you fix that? Well, it's like Confucius says, fire ants.
It makes a lot of sense.
Exactly. How can your back hurt when you've got fire ants all over your shoulders and, oh my god, they're starting to crawl round to your face?
Yeah, that would definitely... I would not be thinking about the state of my lower back.
Exactly. Of the 50 people we tried in the clinical trial, we have so far a 100% success rate. none of them have complained about their back since the application of the pissed off fire ants.
These numbers are incredible, actually.
I've never overseen a medical trial that has gone this well, has been this conclusive, has had this hard an evidence. And this includes actual FDA-approved drugs. The actual chemical, pharmaceutical goods. This so-called a holistic remedy, this hippie remedy. 100% success rate, not one complaint about the back. A lot of complaints about the fire ants, but that's to be expected. They're covered in pissed off fire ants, Conrad.
I mean, seriously, what did you think was going to happen?
Right, they're going to not complain about fire ants? Where there are fire ants, there are complaints. That's a side effect that's listed on the bucket. May cause complaints about fire ants.
Well, because it's natural, it's not going to require any approval whatsoever.
Not at all, no.
We'll be able to ship these into pretty much any Whole Foods or Trader Joe's, into their little pharmaceutical aisles. Bucket of fire ants for back pain.
Yeah, and I'm thinking beyond back pain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, any pain. When you think about it, am I going to be concerned about a migraine when I've got fire ants biting my ears and shoulders and face and neck?
It hadn't even occurred to me, but you're right. This is just sort of a general pain reliever.
Absolutely. You know, say you've got eye strain, say you've got carpal tunnel syndrome.
Right.
Pop a few fire ants, like, between the webbing of your toes, and you're going to be clicking that mouse for days. Mostly Googling fire ants, how to get rid of.
Maybe you've got some tooth pain or something like that, but you're not going to be thinking about the tooth pain when you have a grouping of fire ants all along your thighs.
Exactly.
As they sort of creep and crawl around into that spot behind your knee. Think about that. You get some ants back in there, and it's not just about what the ants are doing right now, but you're going to be scratching back there for months, and that's long-term benefit.
It's a long-term cure. It's a cure-all. Oh, I've got the flu. Don't worry about the flu. You've got fire ants under your foreskin.
Does herpes flare up? No, not a problem. No one's going to be able to tell that you've got a sore somewhere because you're going to be completely covered in fire ant bites.
Covered in fire ant bites. I mean, the welts that come up.
Oh, yeah.
You could
huge.
have anything. No one knows it's a cold sore because it could be anything. Could be smallpox. We don't know. And no one will question it.
Well, and it won't take long before fire ant use is so common among consumers that they'll just recognize it. Oh, had a bit of a pain, did you? And
you're on the fire ants.
Yep, got the fire ants, but I feel great now. You know, apart from the itching and the burning.
Yeah.
And the fire ants.
A small price to pay for a pain-free life. No irritants for me, thanks. I'm on fire ants. They're super pissed.
Well, and there's no chemicals. There's no byproducts.
Mm-mm.
It's completely environmentally friendly. Like, it is the perfect homeopathic cure and product.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is possibly the best product we've ever managed.
It sounds incredible.
And you know what? I'm even thinking beyond pain.
Oh, really?
I'm starting to wonder if there is nothing that a fire ant can't do. Imagine it. You've got cataracts. You're an old lady and you've got cataracts. I can't see. Hang on. I'll have some fire ants eat the fuckers away. Imagine that. Fire ants trained to eat the cataracts off of your eyes. See again.
You think you could train fire ants to do that?
Well, we've trained them to eat entire eyeballs. Now we've just got to scale back.
FistShark Marketing is Jim Sterling, Conrad Zimmerman, and Paul Sincere. Theme music by Ben Rama. Additional music by Alizar Chan. Our editor is Alan Smithy. Get more episodes and learn how to support the show at FistShark.com. Follow us on Twitter at FistShark for more of our exploits. Complaints can be forwarded via email to fistsharkmarketing@aol.com. And remember, Rome wasn't burned in a day. Goodbye.